Okay, hi guys. I'm starting my first episode today of Better Ask Jim. Some of you actually have this question, so I'm gonna address them today. If you guys actually have any burning desire questions to ask me regarding property, please feel free to reach out to me. You can comment on my video or you can reach out to me through DM. Okay. I will actually use your questions for the next episode and also address them. But not to worry, I will also address to you personally. Okay, so let's start with our first question of the day. I think there is a total of 4 questions I have. There were too many. Okay. All right, the first one, can a Singaporean get a BTO if his spouse is not a Singaporean? All right. So for this, if let's say you are under 35 years old and you're a Singaporean, you're married to a non-citizenship spouse, you can actually look into HDB resale. HDB resale, or if your household income is strong, you are confident enough, you can even look into new launch condos or a resale condo. Okay, it all depends on you. I'm going to dive deeper in this topic in terms of if you are under 35 years old, you're married, you're married to a non-citizenship, what are your grants like? What are the factors you guys are supposed to look out for? Okay? So for this case, I'm going to give you an example. Okay, example 1 is Ken is 28 years old, he's a Singaporean citizen. Monthly, he earned $5,000. Okay, he is married to Sally, an Australian citizen holding a social visit pass. She is a housewife and not drawing an income. They are planning to buy a 4-room resale flat, HDB. So they are entitled to $25,000 grant. Why? Okay, or if it was both Singaporeans, right? Normally, if it's 4-room or smaller, you get $50,000. But because this scheme, non-citizenship scheme, spouse scheme, sorry, non-citizenship spouse scheme is not based, it only depends, it's only based on singles grants. Okay, so it's actually half. 50K becomes 25K. All right, so in this case, because he earned 5K, he is not entitled for the enhanced housing grant because that's the max cap, which I'm going to share right now. Okay, this is the additional one. Let's say you are Kent, you're not getting 5K monthly. Let's say you are getting 2,251 to 2,500. You are entitled to 22,500. All right, over here. Okay, so this 22,500 plus that $25,000. Okay, so we have a breakdown. Okay, the one at the bottom, you are eligible for $25,000 if you buy a 4-room, depending on your household income. Okay, add up, it will be $65,000. Okay, it depends on your household income. For that one is already addressed. We shall move to question 2. What is capital appreciation, layman terms? All right, capital appreciation, how should I put it? Okay, we all want to buy things cheap, right? For this case, we want to buy it cheap, a cheap asset that proves valuable over time. Let's say you buy a $300,000 house. After 5 years, you can sell it off for probably $400,000. Okay, so you can see the capital appreciation there. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by capital appreciation. Okay, I have I know I have a few. Okay, I have this project. Okay, this is at Coco Palm. I want you guys to take note. Okay, you have the profit, you have when they buy, when they sell. Now, this is very, very important because whenever you are planning to gain capital appreciation, you must make sure that this project has potential. There are three keys you guys have to take note. First, when you guys should, what is the entry price? Okay, are you guys buying it at the right price comparing to the other new launches around the area? By the way, these owners, they buy it at the first phase of this project, Coco Palms, okay? That's why so many owners, you see, they make from 125,000 to 300,000, which is a lot of profits. Okay, so first entry price. Secondly, are there any major changes around the area? Okay, major changes such as maybe they want to build something new around this project, and this will actually increase value, increase convenience, right? And lastly, when you exit the market. Okay, so you have to take note, if you're buying a new launch at the first phase, if you actually have the first and second, but you exit wrongly, you hold only for maybe 3 years or 4 years, maybe you're not reaping most out of it, you know. So for these owners, they bought in 2014, okay, they sell it 2019, 2020, okay, which is 5 to 6 years later. 5 to 6 years later. But do take note, not all projects are can actually gain this kind of capital appreciation. Okay, you need all these three keys. You need the entry price. You need to know whether there are major changes around the area that will increase the value of your house. And lastly, when to sell your house. Okay, if monthly you know that you have to top up cash for this project, let's say you're holding the project for $2,000 and it's quite tight for you guys, then please, you know, always be prepared to hold this property for at least 7 to 10 years. All right, not all projects after 5 years, 6 years, then you can make money. No. Okay, I'm going to show you another example on the project if you miss out on those three keys. Okay, this is 8 court. Yeah, so you can see the red one, the profit side, negative 10,000 to $138,000. That is a lot, you know. And when did they buy it? Okay, for this one, I think probably built 432. Probably built in 2011 or 2010. So the owners bought it at 2015. This one at 2012 also. Okay, so just take note, how long are they holding it? 5 years. You see, after 5 years, 2015 to 2020, they still lose money. All right. The holding period, when they buy, are there changes? Maybe all the three factors are not in place. This is what happens. Okay. There are some owners that make money from this project because of the three keys. Okay. The entry price and when they exit. All right. So I'm moving to my third question. Which one has more grants given to buyers, applicants, resale flats or BTO? Okay, so this is a question that I answered. You can see the chart here. Okay, why does BTO get only enhanced CPF housing grant, but resale gets family grant, it gets all the three, you know, proximity housing grant, that is near your parents, all right? The reason being because this is how I look at it. There is pros and cons, okay? Let's say, okay, for BTO, you guys know that it costs cheaper, all right? For resale, you guys know that it costs higher. So we need these grants to actually offset that price that is affordable for us, all right? As another way also, I'm looking at it, the more grants you take, and if you plan to sell, the problem comes in is because all these grants that you guys use from CPF. So that means there is accrued interest, okay, over time. That is why when you buy a BTO, it's like, as I mentioned before, it's like an entry price. You buying it cheap, something with value. As time goes by, after 5 years, you may have capital appreciation. But do take note on the location as well, because I have case studies. Woodland owner bought a BTO, stayed for 5 years, only make back $50,000 cash proceeds. Compared to Tampines, after they sell after 5 years, they make back $100,000 to $130,000. Okay, so you see the price difference. It also depends on the area that you guys are getting at. Is it a mature estate area? Is it a non-mature estate area? Okay. So going to the fourth question. Why resale not as much grants as BTO? Does that mean resale better? Okay, for this one, I think the question this person means is why BTO does not have much grant as a resale flat. Okay, I've mentioned earlier which is better. Okay, so I think I already covered why resale have more grant and why BTO has this grant only. Okay, I'm going to dive deep into comparing, because you guys want to know, is BTO better or is resale better? As I've mentioned, it depends on your plan. Okay, if you guys can't wait, you guys don't plan on selling, then actually you guys can just get a resale, which takes about 3 months, given that there's no extension. Okay, 3 months and you can move in. For BTO, you actually have to wait 3 to 4 years. Okay, all right, so let's break down BTO versus HDB. All right, are you willing to wait for BTO compared to HDB? Okay, this is very crucial. Do you think there's 1% chance of you selling after 5 years if you were to buy a resale, HDB resale? Because why? HDB resale, you're buying expensive, correct? More expensive than BTO. The chances of you not gaining that capital appreciation may be troubled, because let's say you buy a 4-room resale flat and you plan to upgrade, but then the accrued interest and all that, the prices maybe go lower, or not even that, because of the CPF accrued interest. You're paying monthly CPF. This affects your cash proceed to either break even or even negative cash proceeds. Okay, so you have to ask, you and your spouse have to discuss this. Okay, a bigger size or potential cash appreciation? Bigger size, because I'm sure resale now is much more of a bigger size compared to BTOs nowadays. But a BTO, even though it's a small flat, if you stay for 5 years, you just tahan 5 years. You have a plan to upgrade maybe a condo, or not even a condo, EA, EM, a bigger house. Many possibilities, am I right? Okay, so this is the breakdown for HDB resale and BTO, the pros. Okay, for HDB, yes, mature estates, they are bigger size. You can move in fast as 3 months. Okay, selection, flexibility. What I mean this is, let's say you do not want to do any renovation. You can actually select a corner unit or already fully renovated HDB resale. A young HDB resale, 5 years, 10 years, already, still in good condition. Okay, that is your choice. For BTO, good thing is you have potential cash proceeds for your plans. Okay, you can upgrade to a condo, you can upgrade to EA, EM. You're buying at a much cheaper rate. Okay, so there's value there. But are you guys willing to wait? Okay, the cons for HDB resale, you may either break even or get negative cash proceeds after selling. Okay, this will be a problem even if you right size. Higher costs compared to BTO. As I mentioned, a 4-room HDB resale can cost 400K, while BTO can be 350K plus minus. All right, so BTO is cheaper depending on the area. Okay, maybe let's say you like HDB resale only at that particular area. Okay, but then there is low supply, high demand for the area. So there's only probably 2 or 3 units there. And probably that property is not well kept. You might need a full renovation. Maybe you don't like the built-in wardrobe and all this. This will actually cost you to spend more on your renovation, which could nowadays about 40,000 to 50,000, okay, for a 4-room. And for BTO, if you're okay with your spouse to wait 3 to 4 years, then that's fine. That's a minor factor. Might be smaller than resale, but as I've mentioned, if you can tahan that 5 years for that plan that you have, you and your spouse plan, then 5 years is nothing compared to, you know, you're staying in the next home until that's your last home. You know what I mean? You're competing with more applicants. Okay, sometimes priority may not be given to you, may be given to others instead, depending on the demands there. Right, this is how my opinion is, if you prefer a big space house, you are sure that you don't have that 1% mindset of selling because you just want to settle down there with your family as fast as possible, then HDB resale is for you. For BTO, if you have a plan, you and your spouse, probably you have a small family, you don't mind waiting 3 to 4 years for your BTO, you have a dream that you want to upgrade to a condo for your family, or maybe a executive mansionette, then BTO would definitely be a good start. Okay, that's all I have to share. I hope that clarifies. Okay, so that's all the question for today. If you guys have any more questions, do PM me or comment on the video. I'll try to address next week on Better Ask Jim for episode 2. Thank you guys so much.